Hey everybody, this video brings us out to the not so Goodwill here in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. I'm diving through all of the media right now, not finding very much, unfortunately. Kind of slim pickings when it comes to DVDs and Blu-rays, though surprisingly a decent amount of VHS. I love the fact that this store has started like having a good amount of VHS back in stock. I used to find some of the most amazing VHS deals here for 10 cents a piece many years ago. All kinds of like vintage horror, really cool stuff. This was like my place to, this was my local area to come to for really cool vintage awesome like horror VHS tapes. Again, that used to be 10 cents. Now they're priced anywhere from like $2 to I've seen some for $5. It's insane how much they're asking for VHS tapes here at Goodwill nowadays. But still a decent VHS section. If there was any horror in here, even at like $5, I would probably pick it up. Sadly though, not really seeing much in the way of any like DVDs or Blu-rays I want to grab. They did have some interesting things like some seasons of Teen Titans, but I have those. Adventure Time, Point Break, cool things like that. Some John Wayne was in here. They had this like Nick Jr. thing. That was cool, but I never actually watched any of these shows, so gonna end up passing on that. John Adams classic, Zootopia, Alice in Wonderland, but at like $3 a piece, not really gonna pick any of that stuff up for the store, and I don't really need it for me, so gonna end up passing on all this. They do have, this is cool, Walt Disney World Happiest Celebration on Earth. This is a vacation planning DVD. Already had that too, don't actually need it, so gonna end up passing, sadly, on all the DVDs and all the Blu-rays. Nothing here I need. However, within the VHS, I actually did find a couple of gems, and there were some other things in here that were kind of tempting. If they were still 99 cents, or even better, if we could go back in time to like 10 or whatever years ago, these were all just 10 cents a piece, I would grab so many of these. But seeing as how they are mostly, again, between like $2 and $3 a piece, I am going to be selective. But they got things like Doc Hollywood. I love this movie. It's a classic. They had they had First Blood and Rambo 3, so Rambo 1 and 2. Rambo 1 and 3. I don't know where Rambo 2 is. First Blood Part 2. I don't actually see that anywhere, but so these are really cool, and again, really tempting at only $2 a piece. Honestly, if the third one wasn't here, if you guys see the third one, let me know. Or sorry, I keep saying third one. It's so confusing how they title these days. It should have been First Blood 1, First Blood 2, First Blood 3. It got confusing. Was it first? It's First Blood, then it's Rambo First Blood Part 2, and then it's Rambo 3. It is, and then you got all the. We don't even need to get into how they then went with Rambo, and it's bizarre, it's weird, but if they had the second one here on VHS, second movie on VHS, I would totally be picking these up for the store. But I think since they just only have 2 of them, 1 and 3, I'm just gonna pass. They had some other cool things like Hero and the Terror, that's awesome. Over the Top, Delta Force. So again, some things that are really tempting. What is this? Oh, Notorious, very cool. I actually didn't see that in there. So again, some things that are kind of sort of tempting. This was tempting as well. The TMNT Burger King Kids Club release, but oh, look at that. It's been water damaged, so no, we're gonna put that right back there. Gonna pass on that. So like I said, definitely some things in here that were tempting. Some things I'm even like still kind of contemplating grabbing, but I think I'm just going to be good. I'm just going to pass, and I'm just going to grab these 3 right here, all for the store. Picking up, of course, Teen Wolf, because it's a classic. Look at the artwork on that. It is beautiful. It's an old Good Times release as well. That's cool, for $2. And then also for $2 as well, and yes, I already have these in my own collection. Walt Disney World home video, A Dream, called Walt Disney World, and Epcot Center, a souvenir program. These are really awesome releases. If you're just a complete sucker for Disney parks like I am, these are must-haves for your collection. I have them in my collection. I love them, and for $2 a piece, I'm definitely grabbing them for the store. So that's everything I found over here in the media section. Not a lot going on, unfortunately, within the media section, except for the VHS. And again, I am surprised to see that many VHS here. That's awesome. But I'm not grabbing anything else, sadly. I just had a viewer who was here recently who I think found some like era releases or something. Like, he found some good stuff. He found some really cool titles here. I was kind of hoping maybe I'd get lucky and the same would happen to me, but that has not happened. They do have some cool bikes here. They have this one. There's like a really cool BMX over there. Maybe I should, well, they're kind of dirty. They've been through the ringer. I was gonna say maybe I should get one of those for Sean, but those bikes have seen better days, and I don't really want to be grabbing a bike that's in like really bad condition for my son. They were like minty or like hardly used. I would totally pick up a new bike for Sean. He already has a bike, but he could use a really cool BMX bike. Maybe take off some sweet jumps or something like that. Who knows? So I did look over here in the toy section and didn't find very much over here either, unfortunately. It's just a bunch of just a bunch of kind of I don't know, sort of common random things that nobody wants, like plush. I mean, don't get me wrong, Disney plush is awesome. This still had its tags, I'd pick up the Minnie Mouse, but without tags I am gonna have to pass on that. Nothing really jumping out at me over here. They had some board games and some weird things. PJ Masks lunchbox. Wait, what's inside here? Oh, a puzzle. It's a PJ Masks lunchbox, or puzzle that comes in a lunchbox. That's actually kind of cool. I do like PJ Masks. It's a great show. My son and I watch this all the time. Actually, the show my son and I have recently gotten into is Bluey. Have you guys seen Bluey? That show is like the most amazing show ever. I have to say, as far as like shows for kids nowadays, I'm thinking Bluey is like the one I'm gonna go with. It's great. If you guys haven't seen it, great Australian show. I believe Disney actually it's not a Disney show, it's an Australian show. I think the BBC owns it, but Disney distributes it here in the US. I think you can see it on Disney Plus. Check out Bluey, it's really good. So like I said, nothing really over here in the toy section that was jumping out at me, so I think I'm just gonna end up passing on all the toys, unfortunately. However, here in the Halloween section, I did find something really awesome that I'm really excited about, and that is this vintage Halloween cat trick-or-treat pail. This thing is cool. I mean, it's definitely been around the block. It's a little dirty, probably sitting in somebody's garage for God knows how many years, or somebody's attic or basement or something. So it's very dirty. Definitely needs a good cleaning. But other than that, this thing is in really good condition. Look at those metal rivets and everything. Oh, I love this. Sadly, I don't actually see a date on here. They never put dates on these things. I don't think, unless that's the date there, maybe 95. I have no idea, but it's definitely vintage. This thing is cool. It's the metal rivets. Jess, if you're watching, Jessica is the one who informed me that you gotta look, when you're looking for vintage Halloween pails, you gotta look for the metal rivets. That's apparently how you tell I can't talk this morning. That's apparently how you tell the difference between the vintage and the newer stuff. So that's awesome. Definitely grabbing that. Though I believe that's it for the Halloween section. Don't see anything else over here really worth grabbing. Here's a cool Day of the Dead. Oh God, that's kind of cheap. I mean, it looks cool from the front, but not so much from the back. So I don't know. I'm thinking, like I said, that's gonna do it for the Halloween. So no toys, one little Halloween thing, a couple VHS tapes, some cool stuff. I mean, I'm happy I came in here. It's slim pickings. That's the way it goes. Plus, I'm being a little bit more picky about what I pick up for me personally. I will get into why that is coming up. I'm not going to get into that now. Maybe like, I don't know, in a week or so. Who knows? Week, 2 weeks, couple weeks. I have no idea. I will get into what's going on with the library and why I might get more selective with things I buy for me personally. I am going to be more selective with movies I buy for my own personal collection. But stuff for the store, always looking for stuff for the store, and I did find some cool stuff today. But like I said, it's kind of slim pickings. That's gonna do it for again. I don't want to call this a not so Goodwill anymore, but I've called it that for so long now that's how you guys know it. Every time you guys leave a comment, you're like, oh, I went to the not so Goodwill, or I saw in the not so Goodwill video. You guys just always call it that. So it's gotten to the point now where that's just what this is. But it is a good Goodwill. For a long, I will fully admit, for a long time, this Goodwill used to not be a very good Goodwill, but it's good now. It's good. I mean, if any Goodwill in the where am I? The southeastern Pennsylvania area, the Keystone area Goodwills can be considered good anymore with their new prices. I know. Am I complaining again? I am complaining again about the pricing here at Goodwill, but prices have gone up. It is what it is, but still, this is a pretty good Goodwill. I do find some cool stuff here all the time. I like this store. It used to be me coming in here finding nothing over and over and over again. Now, I at least find a few things. I did go through the books as well. Didn't really see anything over here. Plus, I mean, unless it's like maybe $1 or so, I'm really not going to pick up any books because, unless it's like super vintage or super cool or super obscure or something like that, I don't really find books worth picking up unless they're like $1. And the prices on the books have gone up as well. They're asking like $2 to $3 on books now. I don't know. I don't get it. But anyway, guys, so I think that's about going to do it for the Phoenixville, Pennsylvania Goodwill. I'm not going to call it the not so Goodwill. The Phoenixville, Pennsylvania Goodwill. I think that's going to do it. Found some cool things. I'm happy. Definitely glad I ran in here quickly. I'm going to try to get in here more often now. I drive past this Goodwill all the time, especially when I go out to my P.O. box, my local post office. Well, it's not a local post office. I actually use a post office that's like 20 minutes away from my house. I don't get into why. It's just the one I use. So when I go out to that post office, to my P.O. box, I actually drive right past this Goodwill. So why I don't stop in here more often, I have no idea. But I'm definitely going to start just randomly stopping in here to see what this place has to offer just when I drive by. But anyway, guys, that's it. I'm rambling now, so I am gonna go. Again, found some cool things, but that's it for today. So as always, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course, check down below for links to Patreon, Spreadshirt, and the Cinema Sickness store. It came from Cinema Sickness, where you guys can help support the show. I really do appreciate it. It keeps these videos coming. Oh, look, no joke, I was actually just looking at one of these the other day. I needed a new one for my garage door. That's so weird, bizarre, weird. It's like sometimes I think like the universe is like listening. Like it's a weird like pulley thing. I needed that exact thing for my garage. Went out to Home Depot, bought one, and now I'm seeing another one. Like weird. You guys ever had that happen where like phones are listening to you? So don't say, oh yeah, I thought about Teen Wolf yesterday, and it popped up in my like recommendations for things to buy off eBay or something like that. Your phones are actually listening to you, so that makes sense. But when the universe is listening to you guys ever have that happen to you? It's weird, it's bizarre. But anyway, guys, like I said, I'm rambling. I'm gonna go. So yeah, again, check down below for all the links. Help support the show. Keep these videos going every single day, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.